Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Newegg TV. This is our live stream. We're on Twitch TV right now. You'll also maybe be watching this in the future on Newegg TV, assuming we repost it there. Assuming everything goes smoothly and to plan, of course, right?
Of course.
I'm looking here and I can see what I did 4 seconds ago, so it looks like we are live. I'm joined by a couple special guests today. This is Rajiv from Cooler Master.
How's it going, everyone?
And we also have Lee from PC Junkie Mods.
How's it going?
I'm doing fantastically. We've got a bit of an echo. We also have a special guest right up here. This is Ron. That's his camera. We're also joined by Ron. Lee, you want to introduce Ron? He's a coworker of yours or a co-conspirator?
We're good friends. We both do PC modding. So we mod PCs, build custom PCs, whatever you want to call it, and
here I'm Rajiv.
For like Cooler Master or whoever, so they can take to shows and stuff like that.
Very nice. All right. So and Lee's website, if you guys aren't familiar, PCJunkieMods.com.
Switch to Paul.
Ron's, does he also have a website?
I want to say it's BHSTech on Facebook. I think he has a website too. It might be Blue Horse Studios or BHSTech.com. You can ask him later.
All right, we'll ask Ron as well. Hey, Ron, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ron is here. Okay. I'm not sure how well you guys are going to be able to hear Ron. We can hear him through a speaker, which is down here, which is fairly loud.
Bass heavy.
Bass heavy. Ron has a
dubstep Ron is what I'm calling him.
Dubstep. He's got like the announcer voice. Like in the, but let's get to the topic at hand today. We're here to talk about a new product specifically from Cooler Master, and I've heard a few different names tossed around with this one. So we have the half stacker.
Yeah, that's actually the whole series. So the half stacker is just basically the ecosystem of cases that can interconnect. Okay. We like to call it the world's first mod tower, and essentially taking different case model numbers, for example, the 915 and the 935, combining them, you can create your ultimate dream machine PC. And today, specifically, we worked with Lee and Ron to kind of come up with that concept when we unveiled this at PAX Prime. And we did that because we wanted to make kind of a statement to gamers. You know, a lot of console guys are out there, all these game launches are there. We wanted to show them the PC's not dead, it's just evolving. And the half stacker is kind of that first step of where these builders who are kind of artists to us, this is a new canvas for them to work on. And
yeah, I hear that a lot too, that the PC's dead. I think the upgrade cycle has just gotten longer. That's what I always tell people. You can have a PC that's 7 or 8 years old and you can still watch video and browse the web and everything. So anyway, so the units that we're seeing right here, these are obviously the ones that Lee has done some work on, some modifications. So we're going to be showing you guys those. Some of Lee's work. You guys recently had this on display. Where did you?
At PAX Prime.
PAX Prime.
Yeah.
So this is the 935 unit over here.
This is the bottom portion of the 935 unit. The actual way that we're going to be selling these units is you can either get a 915, which is a mini ITX case, and it comes in 2 different versions. It's a rear power supply mounted version or a front power supply mounted version. And the reason why we did that was to provide flexibility based on how you want to build out the top portion of that system. So that 915 will actually be on top of that mid tower and will make the 935. So we're actually selling 2 cases at one price.
So you get 2 cases for the price of 1.
Yes, and
that's the marketing speech right
and
there.
for me, I mean, the idea behind that is why we would do that is because you can actually separate your most kind of all the heated components away from one another. You could actually run the power supply on the top area so it keeps the heat away. You can run it on the bottom. You can run radiators up top. You can store your hard drives up top. You can basically isolate all your components into different areas on that. Or you can do what any practical person does and sell the top portion off to your friend and you just got some cash back right there. I mean, you can. I mean, we're pretty realistic on that.
There you go.
That's the rebate right there.
Lots of different options. All right. So like you said, lots of different configurations available with this particular case. Since we got Lee here and we got this custom built one, Lee, can you kind of take us through how you configured this one, what the parts are in there, and especially radiators, because essentially you're using the 2 smaller units as rad boxes right now, right?
Yeah, so me and Ron put this one and a couple other ones together. So that one, this one has the, what is it, the Rampage 6 Extreme? Or the,
I'm sorry, Maximus 6 Extreme.
Yeah.
Which is the new Haswell based from Asus ROG series.
Thank you.
Yes.
We did so many of them. So that also has a 4770K. It has 2 NVIDIA GTX 690s in it.
Okay.
2 SSDs, Intel 520 series SSDs. It's just a little bit of everything in there. What a V1000.
Pile of hard drives as well from Western Digital.
Bunch of Western Digital hard drives.
There's 4, you said you got 4 Raptors in there as well as a couple red drives.
Yeah.
So quite an impressive storage configuration, as well as, of course, all the liquid cooling that Lee has put in here, all custom. A lot of coolants parts that you were using in there.
I think it's all coolants, water cooling parts, and then we also have the Lutro Customs sleeving for the power supply.
That's the sleeving you guys see right there, which blends in very, very nicely. And in case you guys are wondering how this is all in 3 pieces right now, because Lee did have to get it here, or ship it here. So this is the bottom part, and then Lee made use of quick releases for the water cooling tubes. So what we're also going to be doing our very best to do here today is reassemble this one, because it's in 3 pieces.
Right.
And we'll get that back together so we can show you guys. But yeah. So
the idea of the kind of building it together is, we use a rail system on here, so it'd actually be pretty easy to do, and that's kind of one of the parts we want to show on when people want to expand on that. And going back to your comment about how, you can expand upon, things can be upgraded and whatnot. Yeah. This is a chassis system that we're looking at you can constantly build off of. For example, if you stored all your hard drives up top, you could actually just pull that out, or a secondary system up top, pull it out and take it to go. I know Lee talked about that. Remember you had that idea about that gaming system up top.
Yeah, so if what's the retail, 169?
169 for 2 cases essentially for the 935.
So if you're like me and you go to LAN parties a lot, I love going to LAN parties, gaming with the friends and stuff. So I could build like an extreme PC in one, and then I could have an ITX, and then it's LAN party time. I just detach and go.
Just pop it off the top.
Just take the little one, leave the big one at home.
Very nice.
And I mean, even more so, the way I would see it is I would hope he'd bring both systems and I could just play off the ITX and we just share that space right there.
Yeah, it's one computer.
Because I'm pretty cheap. I don't want to pay for that extra seat. I'll just bring my little beach chair out there.
I mean, if you're at a pay-to-play sort of place, I guess.
No, but I mean, we saw a lot of really cool ideas. Last time we did, we were on here last week and we just asked people general ideas on what they would come up with. And even at PAX, we had a lot of video rendering guys who were like, hey, I want to have a rendering system on the bottom. While I'm rendering my video, KVM switch over and game or do something.
Yeah.
For live streaming, a lot of gamers, want to, do streaming on Twitch, for example, and they want to have that top system dedicated all to switching. All their resources are dedicated to that. There's a lot of different ideas to really kind of get people to build whatever they want. And it also supports just the basic build as well. So again, we've designed it for a beginner user, and it's ready for advanced users too, like Lee and Ron, who are going to really go wild with it.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you guys at home have built your own computer before, but I've found myself in a situation where I built a system, and then I'm like, I need another computer.
Yeah.
It happens more often than I'd like to admit. But another thing that I think we were kind of tossing around here, I think you guys had mentioned as well, the Steam OS was just recently.
Yeah, so that was actually with the recent announcement of that, I mean, that came to me right away, is that now, with the 915, if you don't need a big system, a lot of people were always getting on us about, mini ITX, where are our cases? And we're rolling out a full line of mini ITX cases, not only on this one, but also our like Elite 130, Elite 120, and so on. But for this one, this is something you can expand off of. You can put a Steam OS system on here, and then you can throw another 915 on top and load up all your hard drives and actually have your whole Steam library downloaded.
Yeah.
So you got 9 hard drives at 4 terabytes each. You can get your whole library there, hook it up to your big screen TV, and that's possible on this. We actually think the most popular configurations are people going to be buying a 915, stacking another 915, stacking another 915, and another one, and another one, and another one. The 935 is there for situations that we've said, for people who need bigger systems. But again, at the end of the day, building out either a RAD box, a storage box, or a secondary system for my, my brother or my, my cousin or whoever else, they don't have to touch my stuff. Here in this house, in this same footprint, I have a whole other system for a guest access. So I don't get any malware or spyware on my computer because my sister wants to play Candy Crush.
Nice. And mini ITX systems are one of those things that have really taken off. We're seeing a huge, much more variety of the types of mini ITX boards that are available. And it's a great way to build a compact portable system. And so you're saying stacking a bunch of 915s on top of each other, you're just in the idea that you're going to have multiple systems all there? Or
you
just
can do whatever you want with them. I mean, if I want to do a home theater system and I just want to keep stacking on hard drive boxes on top of them, I can do that. I mean, the idea is that you know, having a mini ITX system with the expandability of a full system without having, in the same physical footprint, having two systems in the span of what a mid-tower would take, again, that flexibility is all going to come down to the end user. We just want to provide the platform for them to do that. And we really think that what we've thought of is probably not even just touching on what guys, like one day he's going to come up with some crazy invention of like, you know, crazy stuff, and we're hoping to show that stuff off at CES, because by the time this launches October 15th, it'll start going into the market, and there's some, you know, somebody out there is super creative and waiting for a case like this. This is like, you know, building blocks. You've played this when you were a kid, right? It
will be in the hands of consumers, and we'll
exactly.
see them,
and they come up with some great stuff, and you know, with Cooler Master, that's something we notice is that whenever we do mod contests, like we have one going on right now, people go crazy and they come up with some really unique ideas. And we like to always feel that our products are kind of that area of, we're the company you can go to and modify everything you want. And so Half Stacker is just another generation of that, and taking it on another level with the whole stacking function.
Very nice. Now, in case you guys are just joining us, or if you've just jumped on the stream, again, we're talking with Rajiv from Cooler Master about the Half Stacker series. We also have Lee here from PCJunkieMods.com, who has built a really nice custom system, and this particular one that we're showcasing right now.
And don't forget Ron, our
and don't forget Ron. Ron's up here in the form of this camera that he's using to watch all of us.
Say hi, Ron.
Say hi, Ron. Ron, we have Ron on audio, and we're getting a bit of an echo, so I turned him down just a little bit. So hopefully
he says hello.
Ron says hello. We'll kind of transmit what Ron says to us, to you guys. But if anyone has questions for us, we've got some people kind of monitoring our Twitch chat stream. So go ahead and jump in there, toss out a question if you've got a question for Lee or for Rajiv about these products, or about any Cooler Master stuff in general, or about custom building that Lee does all the time. Feel free to ask, and we'll give you guys some questions.
I will give you the answers I'm allowed to give.
Yes, there you go. We're all
right.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just
we all have our NDA rules.
Yes.
We cannot talk about unreleased hardware, of course.
Correct.
But yeah, I'm checking the audio. Audio seems to be a little bit better. If you have audio-video sync issues, refresh the page, and that might help. You never know.
Yeah.
Although you might have to watch the Twitch ad again, but that happens sometimes. Okay, I got a question about what laptop this is. Okay, this is a Lenovo IdeaPad Y500, which is powered by, I believe, I'm actually not even sure what's in this laptop. Oh, Windows 8 is in this laptop. I'll leave it at that. Okay. We have our first question. Are you guys going to make a micro ATX version of the stacker, or perhaps something that fits into this series with a micro ATX?
That is something possible. I cannot say much about it, but the idea is that Half Stacker is a series. We will be adding possibly new elements to that.
Okay.
I think micro ATX, of course, you can always fit it in, you know, like I said, the 935, and you can just sell off the top portion. You have a mid-tower case, but if you're looking for a small, like just for that area, something that, something in between, we can do that. We do see that, for us, the reason why we focus on ITX was because everybody was harping on us, like, where are your ITX solutions? So we really wanted to build it around, starting with the 915 and then kind of building up from there. And so, again, possible.
Okay. So
no commitments.
A definite maybe.
Yes.
I had a question for you, because since you said with the 915 there's a couple different configuration options with the power supply at the back or the power supply at the front?
Yeah, and the reason why that is because with the power supply in the front, you actually have support for higher air coolers, for example, like our Hyper 212 or our V8 GTS, which is sold out from Newegg. It's a hot seller.
That one's been
I mean, people who want to stick to different design elements, we've offered them those configurations. Okay. So I think it's it's just really we wanted to provide that as a choice. Okay. I believe with the 935 you'll get the rear power supply version. So when you want to stack on and make a 945, you can buy the F version and slide that on there, and you're good to go.
All right, perfect. Let's see, we have more questions. Will this one over here fit XL ATX? Is it up to standard ATX?
Because XL ATX doesn't have like a specific format technically. I mean, some cases actually have, some boards actually have more PCI Express slots, I believe.
How about eATX?
That I am not 100% sure.
Nope.
Right.
Probably not.
Lee says no.
Yeah.
But there you go. So standard ATX at least, which is going to cover 95%
I think,
of the...
if I'm not mistaken, it won't... that board is pretty much the max in length. I'm not quite sure if we were able to go further over. So
depending on the spacing, sometimes you might be able to shoehorn something in there, but official support.
Yeah, I mean,
which is always important if you're if you're looking for something to fit nice and snug. What else do we have in here? Question for Rajiv. Any micro ATX mini towers that you guys have or have in development? Anything you can tease?
Our N200 is available, and it is amazing. It actually supports water cooling. It actually supports two 40mm water cooling in the front. Oh. So if somebody's looking to build it out, it's obviously not a stacker system, but it is great. You guys do carry it. It's on there. You guys can absolutely check it out. It's a great value. And then for those that want an even bigger version of that, we also have the N600 as well. So we have a full line of cases to pretty much cover what everybody needs. But the N series is focused primarily on people who want to get into more enthusiast level water cooling. Well, all-in-one water cooling, sorry.
So and you get the radiator support.
Yeah, you get the 240 radiator support. It's really cool, especially for a case that small to have it.
All right.
And that's the unique selling feature of that.
Very nice. Let's see, what else do we have? How many could you stack on top of the mid tower? So this is the mid tower here.
Okay.
Before it blows up.
How many?
I think you're going to have more of a weight restriction more than you are going to have a height restriction.
Yeah,
so depending on, like, if you're loading up like insane amount of parts,
so
higher, then you gotta look at the pressure.
Drives,
right. Yeah, you're going to look at that. But we don't have specifically a limit. Obviously, in California, we have earthquakes. So we don't want that to topple over or anything. True. But you can use the Kensington lock to get like one of those fixtures that can attach it to your wall.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's all sorts of abilities on that.
A little bit more support.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really up to you guys. But we do, caution that you keep in mind of gravity and forces of nature that
gravity
we are not.
Is a factor.
Yes.
When it comes to the weight of
what we
things.
can't do. Yeah. So.
All right. We're giving Lee some fresh batteries for his lav mic really quick. Yeah, it's an interesting thing when you talk about building tall. I know when you're building a skyscraper, there's something like a certain height that you can build a skyscraper up to before the weight of the skyscraper will liquefy the foundation.
Right.
Something like that. So
if you're going top heavy, you got.
So maybe 1,300 of these or so before you hit that restriction.
We definitely, that's something that we might one day try out on our own. Maybe have a contest. Who knows? That might be fun. But for somebody who's building like maybe a server area, I'm sure you could. Build out the side supports so you could have you can push it into a cabinet, have it nice and secure in place. Cool. We see a lot of home servers, a lot of small home office servers that maybe just want to slide on more hard drives, more data farms, things like that. Again, giving these options is kind of what the whole point of this system for us.
Dropping in something like that could be an option. All right, wow, we have a ton of questions here, so let's try to run through them fairly quickly. We asked that. Will we possibly see this in other colors, maybe a white version? Yeah,
I had that question asked to me. It was really, really interesting. It's something that actually, we can look at. I mean, in the future, depending on how, how well received we believe this product is in the market. At the end of the day, of course, we see people go crazy. I've seen Lee's, crazy mods with all sorts of custom paint jobs and stuff. So, that option is there for end users. But in terms of us supplying it, we want to definitely see how well received it is, I think.
Actually, that brings up a question for Lee. Lee, if you're gonna do a case and have it custom painted, would you prefer to start with a white paint on the case or black?
A white.
White is definitely
because white
preferred.
is usually your base for most airbrush painters.
Okay.
And it can work as a, depending on the white, it can work as a primer for you.
Okay.
So if you can just smooth it out and then go from there.
So possibly a nod to modders. If you guys had a white version of that, might make it a bit easier.
That might be something we can look at. I mean, again, the secondary market has always been big. I mean, Lee does the Cosmos 2 side panels. I mean, we've never sold the right. You do those, right? So with the he creates the Cosmos 2 side panels. When people ask us, we're like, hey man, he's got that locked down. We don't really need to go out of our way to do that.
Excellent plug, by the way. In case I meant to say this in the introduction, but we get questions all the time about our custom Cosmos 2.
So do we.
In the back here with the that side plexiglass panel. That's all Lee right there. So again, PCJunkieMods.com. You can hit him up, and I know you've been getting sort of a steady stream of orders for those, haven't you?
Yeah. Recently, I got like some guy from Hong Kong and a few other guys.
Nice.
So it's been hit or miss, but you know, there's still people that have the Cosmos 2 and they want the door.
If you got a Cosmos 2 and you want a custom clear side panel, you don't want to break out your own rotary tool, Lee can set that up for you.
Yeah, and sometimes the secondary market works to the benefit of consumers. You know, for us to go out and source all that stuff, and it gets to, at the end of the day, it's not a value to them,
and we see you're gonna sell.
Right, and for us, it's more of we have to factor all these things, but guys like Lee can just come in and provide that service, and everybody wins on that front. Right. So.
Okay, so moving down, when is this hitting the U.S.? Do we have a launch date?
October 15th is the launch date. We will be doing, we'll be doing a lot of heavy promotion for it. Just to, not promotion, but more like, a lot of advertising, things like that. And we have a huge microsite that's launching for it on the Cooler Master USA website to kind of educate them, give more details on that. As far as when stock will be finally available to sell, that's to the shipping gods to let me know when they come out here and bring it to your guys' warehouse.
The scheduled launch of October 15th.
October 15th, yes, is the official release date. All specs, all pictures, everything that we've been working on. I've been dreaming and living for the last couple months. Waking up.
Is this that type of project?
This was a huge project for us. Again, we wanted to make sure that everything kind of got done on time. It was, we wanted to make sure that we got it in, and so I've been living the half stacker project.
Kind of like when I dream about video editing.
Yeah.
It's not quite, it doesn't happen all that
You wake up in cold sweat, I need to do the product sheet.
Maybe crossfade, not a wipe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we got. That one's for Lee. We'll hit him up when he gets back. What are the SSDs in this case right there? They're down here at the bottom. They're Intel SSD 520 series, 240 gig SSDs. And they're down there at the bottom, looking nice and shiny. Yes. Let's see. Will you be doing a live demo connecting the three PCs in one and powering it on? Yes.
Yes, we will.
Very soon.
Yes.
Maybe. Wow, it's 4 o'clock already. Maybe fairly soon. Where did? Oh, we started a little bit late, I guess. But probably once Lee gets back in, we'll run through a few more questions, and then we'll be putting this all back together. And showing you guys kind of the completed project.
Better get a power cable if we want to show them what it's like.
We should get a power cable.
It's actually like, in this quiet room it might get loud because of all the dual radiators on top and bottom.
There's the amount of cooling in the system
is pretty crazy.
You could probably overclock those 690s to like 2,000 megahertz or something. But okay, so yes, we'll be doing that. How much does it weigh? Do you happen to know?
You mean with the components? I couldn't tell
you. These are really heavy because like this one's got 6.
Yeah, I mean if you're looking at the base weight, I don't know. We said it last week. I think I want to say like 23 pounds for the 935.
Okay.
Just by itself.
Steel construction.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So very sturdy case. Some weight goes along with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know once we have this listed on the Newegg site, we usually put
and again, all that stuff will be given out again on the 15th of October. So we're actually almost 2 weeks away. I can't even believe how fast it is.
So soon.
It's scary how soon it is.
What mods were done to the cases? I think we already kind of covered that when we talked to Lee. So sorry if you're just joining us now, you didn't get that. We'll be going over that again, I'm sure, as we're assembling them. Yeah, Ron is still here. We turned Ron down, so I can't really hear him. When Ron was up, we were getting a bit of an echo. So, yeah, that's a bit difficult to do right now. Let's see. When are we going to do another live build? Not tomorrow. We are doing builds tomorrow, but that's not going to be live. Do we have another one scheduled?
We can turn that 3-2-1 one into one if you like.
Sure, we can try it. Yeah.
I think people would love that.
All right, so we're getting good feedback about the live build, so we'll set one up soon. We don't have one on the calendar, but we have some builds coming up, and we can always just do it live, right? Just do it live. I can't say the other part of that quote because although it's very fun. All right, somebody's asking about, yes, of course they are. Everyone asks about the Asus monitors in the background. We've answered that question enough already. Let's see. How do you see the case manufacturers bringing more solutions for modders? Will more blank cases come out? Or do you guys have something that you would consider kind of more of a blank slate type case?
That would be something that I would ask my product manager because long-term planning is kind of up his stream. I do know that we always do. I mean, again, we do work with all of our modders very closely when we do these case developments. We kind of try to pass on that info to them. Yeah. Even when we do like, kind of the whole process of them building it, we learn a lot from that. So we try to take those elements a part of it. But at the end of the day too, we also have to make sure it's ready for end users. Yeah. I mean, we do love our enthusiast users, but in order to make a case for the PC to still be alive, we have to reach out to that high school kid who has barely learning how to put together his system.
You kind of got to hit a cross section of people.
Yeah, and I mean, and again, that's why, when Lee built this, he didn't use any of our water coolers. He wanted to show like using it like as an extreme enthusiast would do with all the coolant stuff. Whereas, our all-in-one water coolers are for somebody that just wants to plug it in and utilize the technology and efficiency of that. So I mean, we do find we try to strike a fine balance. We work with our focus groups too, which are a mixture of general users and also enthusiast users. So I'll go back and find out, and always next time I'm here, I guess it's pretty often, so I can always answer those questions.
You're becoming a regular on
the show. Regular personality.
Everyone's like coming to be very comfortable and ask you more and more personal questions. But wait, when does the Silent Optimize N200 with a door? Is there a version of that coming out?
Silent N200 optimized with a door. I do not understand the question.
Silencio.
Silencio.
N352.
Oh, okay. Silencio versions. Yeah, those are like typically we sold those in like Europe because silent models are really popular there. No, yeah. I do not have information on that, so. Follow us on Twitter at CoolerMasterUSA. Send me that question and I will respond to you.
All right, perfect. And I know we've got international viewers, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you are an international viewer, we are specifically talking about mostly U.S. products at this time, though. So,
sure.
Hey guys. Oh, he's back. Really?
What's this?
We're celebrating the final episode of Breaking Bad.
Nice.
With some
glass.
Some of the
we got some of that Heisenberg.
Now
Newegg sells that Heisenberg. That's what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
No one tell me what happens. I've still only watched like 2 episodes of that.
Snape kills Dumbledore. Done. Don't even watch.
Okay.
So what did I miss?
He was dead the whole time.
We drained but we are gonna put this together, I think, pretty quickly.
Yeah. So should we show the viewers what the possibilities are if you use it as a rad box?
Yeah. If we can get Steve-O over there, can you get us in close on here so Lee can kind of give you a rundown? So this is the 915.
Yeah.
Pretty much set up as a radiator box right now.
Pretty much. Okay. They're both actually like that. What we've done is. This is all locked. I mean, you can't take any of the panels off because there's SLI bridge in between the front of the 2 radiators. And what happens is if you pull one of the doors off, there goes all the liquid that's in here. Okay. We also have a pump in here. We're using the Coolants 360 rads. You can use, there's some big, thick radiators out there. Yeah. And these guys will actually support 2 big, probably 60 mil or bigger radiators. And then what we have here in the middle is Ron made a little mesh bracket to hold our quick disconnects. Okay. So that way we'll be able to, from one side, I'll show you guys later. From one side you can quick disconnect and.
You can point at things.
Okay.
Yes.
That works better. So right here is the bracket that Ron created, and what we did here is put drain ports and then put our 90s on it. And then on the other end, on the back side, we actually have the quick disconnect, so it makes for an easy transition to go to a show or moving it around or whatever. And then, of course, because there's a pump in there and the fans and stuff, we have this super duper long Molex.
Oh, there you go.
So, super long.
And that feeds down to the power supply.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's that one, and it's pretty much the same thing in that one.
I can probably bring this up. Can I tilt?
You can tilt it. Right?
Yeah, and the difference is that this you can see pretty much internally, like that's the 915 F, which is the front-mounted power supply. Okay. And what Lee showed first, this is the R.
No, it's the same.
Is it? Oh no, it is the same. Oh, I thought we had 2 different ones. Okay. No. Look at me.
So there are a couple different versions of these right now. We're looking at the one, both the ones with the front-mounted power supply. It's okay, Rajiv.
So I mean, as you can see, there's plenty of room inside these. The way we did it is pretty optimal, because what Cooler Master wanted to show everybody with this system is what this box retail can do. So for the most part, I mean, you can see the cooling options. You can use the rear mount or the front mount power supply. It really doesn't matter because all you're using is the doors. So it doesn't matter what positioning you have if you're going to make a rad box out of it.
And it looks like right now you've got all these fans set to exhaust.
Actually, I think I have it going cross flow.
I didn't look at the opposite side.
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct.
And those are jet flows,
so
right?
cross flow just straight from one side to the other, so plenty of airflow
straight
there.
Out.
And then, like, in your professional opinion here, having set up many water cooling systems, would you actually get any benefit by doing push-pull on both of those radiators, since there is the space available in there?
Yes and no. I've heard of a lot of different things, but with the static pressure you get with the newer fans, like these are the jet flows, the Cooler Master jet flows, you don't really need to do it. Okay. I mean, it's just a little overkill. I think that these fans do excellent with these. These are the really tight fin density on these radiators, so they take the higher flow.
Okay. So, but like you said, there's still tons of room in there. So if you were, for example, going to have fatter radiators on there, something like that, you would have plenty of room. And then, of course, all the different configuration options. And then, if you guys are wondering how these kind of fit together,
that's what we're going to show.
Lee was saying over here on the bottom.
That one has the feet on it.
This would be the top. Okay.
Oh, it is?
Wait.
No,
those are the top on that one.
This is the base.
Here, look. I'll just flip this one.
All right. So this is the connector.
That one's got the feet, and this one's got the railing.
So
on the
if you look, at these, the one that Paul has is the bottom part of the setup.
This is the base.
That is the base. So this one here, as you can see, has the quick disconnects.
Okay.
So this will be on the top.
All right. So with that said, what do you think about
put it together?
Putting this all together?
Let's do it.
This is going to be very awkward, guys.
Yeah.
Our apologies. We have a lot of cables running around right now for the live stream and whatnot.
We got to get Ron off the top there.
We got Ron here. Ron, we're going to be.
Ron's going to be at crotch level.
Going to be moving Ron right over here to give him a nice view.
Ron, you can get some of that Heisenberg right here.
We'll give Ron a view of Steve.
No Heisenberg.
All right.
You got I didn't think about this earlier. You got any clippers?
Oh yeah, we need to snip some of those. Okay.
I just got to snip a couple zip ties.
Steve, are there? I know where my scissors are. All right, I'm going to abandon the live stream. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just retrieving some scissors. Here we go.
We're very awkward.
Here, let me switch places.
Yeah. I'll get out of the way.
Yeah, Ron said something.
What's Ron saying? Let me turn Ron up a little bit. Do you think the echo will still be there?
His headset. He just needs to turn his headset down.
All right, Ron, if you can hear me and you can turn your headset down, that might help. But I'm going to turn you up.
Because his mic is picking up his headphones.
All right. Okay, we should be able to hear Ron now, if he wants to chime in. Because Ron, again, this whole project was a collaborative effort between Lee and Ron. And Lee, how much time did you guys have to put this all together?
So that's the best. That's the best part. We had like 3 days.
3 days.
These guys are champions.
Nice.
So, and this is not the only system. There was 4 systems we put together.
Wow.
3 days is probably pretty good for one system. But I don't know about 4.
Yeah, he actually built out a 935. So with 2 systems, a gaming system on top and a monster system on the bottom.
I can probably lift this over to you.
And then he also did a triple 915.
We can give people a look at it while we're.
Yeah.
All right. So again, this has so these are connected. I have not seen this done before. This is my first time.
So it's very easy, actually.
Simple.
Do we want to put the
set it back?
So basically,
right
yes, you place it back on top here, and when it'll sit down and
All
slide forward, and you'll see it kind of go in place.
All right. So this is our first time live connection of the half stacker series. And, there we go. So
and then slide it forward. There you go. 1.
That's that. Well, wait. Let me get the. I gotta get them.
That was all.
That's it.
Yeah.
We don't need to punch in a code or anything.
No, you don't gotta punch in a code.
Lock or.
I just gotta get the Molex from down here.
Oh.
Move the lazy to there and put the whole thing over here.
Probably.
See with the laptop.
Oh yeah. Let me,
the laptop is blocking.
If I close the laptop. I don't want to close it. It'll fall asleep.
All right. So you want to move this?
Wait, we don't. Hold on, Lee. I'll get it.
Wait. Let me push it back together.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cooler Master broke in my back again. By the way.
Hey.
Yeah,
so
there's a view from the side, guys. Oh, this isn't heavy at all.
Paul's been working out apparently.
Wait,
tough
guy.
guy.
Lazy Susan.
Okay, switch.
So who asked earlier what the weight was on these? It's about 120 pounds right now with all the liquid cooling stuff in there. All right, there we go.
Do you want to flex afterwards to let people know?
I don't know. All right.
Paul's Fitness TV, is that what it is?
The shirt's kind of small if I raise my arms. All right. What's going on?
You can show the back with all the braided cable work, right? They get a nice view of all the...
Oh, yeah, the hodgepodge?
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. The custom sleeved cables.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you need sleeving, you need to go talk to Mike Landenberger. You can find him on Facebook, also known as Lutro Customs. If you want to learn how to sleeve, he's the guy to talk to. All the pretty colors.
All right, there was a question over here. Actually, Rajiv, quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
What if they don't like Windows? Is the 935 available without Windows?
Whoa, my mind is blown. That is an interesting question because typically I'll always hear about Windows. So the retail model of the 935, so the 915 doesn't have Windows. The 935, the bottom mid-tower portion will come with a full window panel.
Full window side.
And then they can purchase an accessory that's a window that also has a 200mm fan support on it.
Okay.
As far as no Windows support, I'm sure we can find a compatible...
So there's an airflow and a non-airflow version. Both do have Windows.
Correct.
But why would you not want to see the inside of your computer?
Yeah, if you're going to buy this case and you're going to show off like all the nice things you do with it, I think...
Let's think about, again, like more kind of the silence optimized cases, which I know you guys have other cases.
Yeah, again, I mean, yeah, then maybe this isn't the case for them. I don't know.
Possibly.
But I'm sure that there's some standard case panel that could fit on here. We could.
All right.
We could probably make it work.
All right.
He's
almost done.
Yeah, this was another question that we had said we were going to come back to. So, Lee, as far as modifications to this particular build,
there's none.
None. So basically, what Lee has done here is not.
Ron.
What?
And
Ron. We got a friend. Lee and Ron. Ron's still hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Are you talking to Ron?
What?
Hey, Ron.
How you doing, guys?
So are you having fun?
Show Ron what's up.
Oh yeah, we got to show Ron what's going on right now. Here's the Ron cam.
Ron's just like staring at Steve.
Yeah.
Well, I figured we should give him at least a nice view if he's hanging out here with. Okay, here, Ron.
So I mean, Ron could chime in about what we did. I mean,
could hold Ron.
I got you, Ron. I got your back, bro.
All right, we're giving Ron a view of the inside of the case. So again, and actually Lee was talking to me about this earlier today when he was bringing the case in. Lee does lots of mods, and I've seen case mods that Lee has done that are absolutely insane. But Lee also works a lot of times with vendors such as Cooler Master, and what Lee is trying to do, his goal as he's going about these builds, is not to take the case and insanely modify it from what it originates. A lot of people want to do that, and that's totally perfect and awesome, but what Lee's trying to do is show you what the case is capable of with the existing hardware that's there. So we're not seeing any, like, there was no Dremel attack going on with this case.
No,
all of those
just
pass-throughs for those cables, those all exist.
Yes, all the pass-throughs, yes.
Yeah, so nothing was needed to be cut for that. Essentially,
when do we get this case?
Oh, it's getting busy in here right now, isn't it? Essentially, the water cooling stuff is the custom parts that went in there, apart from kind of the off-the-shelf PC parts like the V1000 power supply and the Maximus 6 Extreme. And what's going on? Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
Joanne has joined us, although you probably can't hear her.
I'm just asking about the stacker because I really want to get a look at the case before anyone else does.
You're too late.
There you go.
Well,
We just showed it
We've
up.
been showing everyone this whole time.
You want one?
Yeah.
She wants.
It's like,
we wanted a size comparison.
It myself.
Yeah.
So
I think this is the first case that is actually taller than Joanne.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do a side by side.
Most cases are wider than Joanne.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
It's pretty tall.
Wait, how sturdy is this table? Can I get on it?
I wouldn't right now.
We'll let you have the victory on the height. Okay.
It's from IKEA.
Oh wow,
It's a
looks
good
really
table,
cool.
but yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about this?
I like how Joanne's turning it away from the cameras, so you folks at home can't see it, but she can.
Sorry, I just wanted to take a
let's
closer
show
look at
everyone Lee's handiwork. So Lee, hooked up the.
That's it. So everything's pretty much connected.
Everything's set. Do we want to fire up the loop?
If you want.
If we would just need a power cord,
cable.
I think.
Oh. Power cord. Hey, there's something we didn't think about.
Power cord. There's one in the drawer.
So can you tell me a little bit about this?
Yeah. So I mean, part-wise, or.
That'll work for 1,000 watt.
I'm really interested in the.
What is that?
It's a power cable.
Yeah. So all the water cooling's from coolants, the water blocks, the fittings,
it's
the
only
tubing,
powering the pump, so it should be good.
the liquid, all of that. It's just the whole idea was to make this over the edge.
That's a lot.
You know, because there's two
Steve, what did you
radiators
do
up
with
here,
the-
two radiators down here.
Oh, there is one
and
more.
The whole idea
one
was
more.
to be able to show the consumer what you can do with it.
Wow. So how many hard drives do you have in there?
There's 6 in there, and then 2 SSDs are just kind of sitting in there right now. But
And there will be.
the other way.
Oh, it's the other way.
Yeah. I know your product better. What's up with that?
Ah, man, you've been working with it way longer. Wait, there you go.
But the other side's kind of like down. I mean, it's up. Whatever.
There you go. Got it.
Yeah.
What do you want Joanne to do?
What?
Move the light. We need more light.
Oh, move over into the
Joanne
video.
just should move. Okay.
All right, so
There's
you
the
do the
power
honors.
cable.
This is your Frankenstein creation.
Oh, let's see if it blows up from your shipping. Right? Oh wait,
You want
wrong
to do
one.
on this one?
Yeah.
You want to do it in the power supply,
Didn't
bro.
we do this at your office
Yo,
too?
you want to plug it into the power supply, not the empty area where your rads are.
Yeah. Where's the power button?
Common mistake.
Is there a power button here?
It's right there. There it goes.
Oh,
Look at
nice.
that. Oh, that's pretty.
Let's see if this thing's a leak.
I felt the power just.
Yeah. So the unique thing about that is that the jet flows actually, these ones have red LEDs in them, but we also have them in white and blue as well.
Okay.
And the JetFlow 120s are really,
What's wrong with it?
really
I forgot
great.
to plug the top one in.
Oh,
Oh. It's all right.
user error.
No problem.
Joanne distracted me. She came in with the questions.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, I can't help it. I'm naturally curious.
That is her specialty, distracting
Yes.
people.
She's like, let me help you, and let me like
Yeah.
remove this memory here. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's.
Do you have any questions?
Sorry, I'm reading Kyle's comments in chat, which are completely unrelated. Wait, no, there was a question that somebody asked. It was
Okay.
a good question.
Need to fill up.
Somebody asked if we'll be doing a live demo connecting these three. There you go.
Power.
Look at that.
There now it should.
Side panel customization.
Yeah. Well, they're on 12 volt right now.
Oh.
These are like max power everything. So
Yeah. If you got, we had some questions already. It's fairly loud right now. That's because all the fans are running at max speed because they're not connected to a fan controller at this time.
No.
So
They're all direct 12 volt.
You're hearing the maximum horsepower 12 volt configuration
It's
for all these
cool.
fans.
yeah, JetFlows can double as ACs. When our office
Air conditioning units.
Windflow is super
when our office air conditioning died out, I just hooked up 2 JetFlows at my desk with a power
Pointing right
supply.
at you.
I was taken care of, no problem.
Nice. There we go. All right. So the loop has.
It's good.
It's filled out.
I don't see
Very
anything
nice.
pouring out anywhere.
Beautiful.
What graphics cards are you using?
Those are the 690s.
690s, yes.
Nice.
Clearly, Joanne has not been watching the live stream up till now.
Well, I haven't because whatever.
Are you
This
doing
is
work?
being inducted as the ninth
Joanne was
wonder of
doing
the
work
world.
back there. Yeah. Okay. Do
Wait,
this.
so you guys didn't install like a dual PSU thing?
No, you don't need it for this setup. Yeah.
Oh, just
It's got a V1000. It covers anything you throw at it. It's a Cooler Master V1000.
This is a lot of power.
Excellent power supply.
It's a lot of fans and stuff, but
it can be platinum,
I've done
but
some
it's gold.
overclocking with 4 680s and a 3960 at 5 gigahertz, and all I needed was one power supply. So
Which
Yeah.
is very nice.
the newer stuff is so energy efficient, it's crazy.
Are you giving it away?
I'm
No.
sure that
She
question
sounds
has
like
been
every
asked a few
PAX
times already.
attendee that was there. It's like, are you guys giving this thing away?
I think that's,
the side panel is not
some of the
available right
hardware
now,
will be
right?
going back
Which one?
to other vendors.
The side panel for that.
The side panel, we do have it. It
Yeah,
is.
a little over the edge.
Lee, do you know where the side panel
Where'd it
is?
go?
Yeah, it's over there.
It's We'll show you the
Which one?
side
This
panel.
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
in the
yeah.
interest of
Nice.
the interest of the video, but it's going to be a lot cleaner in terms of
okay, so we do have a side panel since we were asked to show the side panel, so Rajiv's got it right there.
Yeah, and it also has captive screws on the side panel too, for those that like that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to worry about getting your screws lost.
Retail
it's a smoky panel, so it's not fully clear.
This section
it's pretty good.
And then you can purchase one of these separate.
Steve, you're terrible sometimes with this stuff.
So when you join...
So yeah, this is what it kind of looks like, and there will be another version that has support for a 200mm fan as well.
System.
So again, this is an early version of the side panel, but that's kind of a quick look at it.
Yeah.
Very large window, and then
so they all have
are you guys going to maintain? I like
even
this
the bottom one.
Actually,
the feeder attached.
Yes. So it's got some little screws here, so you can.
So it's removable. You're not going to have to bend any metal.
Usually you would, yeah, but
because
it's been.
Yeah.
Should we turn off the system? Is it too loud? Are people not able to hear me?
I don't know. Hey, can you guys hear us right now? Because we know the system on is fairly loud. I hear yes. Something about Hawaii and herpes. Yes, they can hear. They're just loud. Okay. Ah, I see what people are talking about. Hey, Lee and Joanne. Apparently it's hard to follow two conversations at the same time.
I'm just asking questions about this because it's so interesting.
Alright. They fix... Oh, I got it. Alright, never mind.
That's what was going on.
We just can't hear Lee anymore then.
No.
Alright.
How come here?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I muted it while we were carrying on our conversation.
Yeah,
oh, okay,
so
good.
So it's mute.
Very, very thoughtful.
Anyway, so how much...
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on our questions here. I think we answered that one. Can you put, can the 915 handle a mini ITX motherboard and a 360 rad?
It's your brand new kit.
Ooh. I don't think so with that. That might be too much space.
Yeah, because where is the actual motherboard mount on here?
The motherboard mount is back here.
It's at the back?
Yeah, it's at the back.
The back on the bottom.
Yeah, at the back on the bottom. I mean, yeah, it might be, most rads are pretty thick on that end, so it might be too thick for that. But,
so, we'll say probably no.
Yeah,
you probably would be limited with the motherboard installed at the back to using 240 or 280 mounts for that.
120, you're always good with a 120 too.
You're good with the 120 in the back. And you do have, we should point this out as well, if you guys can see the radiator mounts on here. Pretty flexible, so you got 120 of course by 3, so you can do a 240, you can do a 360, and then there's also some wider mounting points which you guys can probably see above and below the fans, which will mount 280 millimeter radiator.
If you're going to do a 360 and do a crazy thing like that, you're going to probably want to do a rad box or get two 915s and use the top one dedicated as the rad box.
That's another
You're still on a smaller footprint overall, so I mean, it's probably the safest bet. And the 915 will be $69.99, so it comes in at a really aggressive price point for a mini ITX case.
Yeah, for a mini ITX case. All right. I think I was just told that Joanne might be leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take care of the chat. So we can
all right. Joanne will be in chat if you guys want to say hi to Joanne.
I guess so. All right, I'll see you guys later. This
all right.
Really awesome.
Thanks for joining us, Joanne.
Okay, I'm back on.
Ruby.
What?
Yeah, it's
too loud.
No. So have you guys had to deal with any filming problems in other videos you've done with the size of this case and fitting 3 people in the same shot?
We did one last week for an internal one, and we were standing side by side. We couldn't see each other because it's pretty high up.
You need a really wide angle lens, I think.
Yeah. So.
Very nice. Okay. What else do we have here? Do the stackers have a removable top or bottom panel?
You can't with the case.
Yeah, that's actually the top panel right here. That's how you can actually expose the railing. So you just slide it off, and then it'll expose it.
Can we pop that off real quick?
Yeah. Can we get a higher look at it or no?
Higher look?
I don't think we can get a top-down view.
Oh, we can't get a top-down view.
It's been looking at the chair the whole time back here.
Yeah, we haven't cut to that one yet. I think.
So the top panel. There you go. It's right here.
There we go.
So all you can do is just slide it on, and then for the bottom, it's feet, and they're very easily removable. It's just 2 screws. You just unscrew them, and then that's it. They just slide out.
Pop the feet off if you want to put it on top of like the
correct,
the 35 or.
Yeah, the feet should be on the bottom, the very bottom case, and then the top panel should be on the very top case.
All right.
Wow.
All right, Lee's got our mobile camera in here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. Lee's camera works, so you can see the top of that.
The rail system?
Yeah, and so you just kind of just sit on there and just slide it forward and it locks right in place.
See everything inside. And then the screen going on. So you get a little dust filter, of course, up there.
It's all mesh, so it's the half high airflow system that Cooler Master's been doing for quite a while.
And Lee, I think Lee's found his new calling. Camera work, Lee.
Working the camera.
Just remember, you gotta
put in the
rule
work.
Of thirds. And
what's Ron doing right now?
He's just staring at your crotch, I think.
Ron,
actually.
Oh yeah.
Let me move him up. I feel bad for the guy.
Right. So you guys are getting some nice look at the handiwork of Lee and Ron there inside the case.
And we got all these drives here.
Got the LEDs set up to give some light. All that big old bank of drives up front. But, easy drive releases, of course. So all the kind of standard Cooler Master stuff you come to expect as far as drive mounts go. And, again, screws, all painted everything, of course.
Of course.
I don't think. I mean, it's almost gotten to the point with the Cooler Master cases in particular. Like, you don't even mention the paints. It's become.
Yeah, it's kind of that.
It's like, hey, it's a really nice interior paint job. Everything is painted, and there's no bare spots.
Right. We're just trying to. I think as we've kind of built up, and especially like in kind of finding that barrier between enthusiasts and end users, we're trying to bridge that gap, and little things like that kind of help it easier. Because even back in the day when you had the, ugly interior, it was always kind of. Doesn't look nice. At least with something like this, everybody can agree on, hey, that looks pretty good.
I feel like you can have a system built in an older case and it's all like unpainted interior, and you look at it and as high end as the parts might be, it's just like, it looks old.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem, but yeah. So very clean work, and I like the, again, something you might expect, but a huge cutout at the back there for an aftermarket cooler.
Absolutely.
Or applying a backplate for a water block or something along those lines.
Yeah, that one's really big compared to a lot of their older cases.
That's an EK block. I'm sorry, no, that's all coolants. That's coolants. Sorry. We talked about EK earlier. I got confused. So that's a coolants block. You can see the mount there on the back.
So there's the cutout right there that you can see.
Yeah, so big old cutout. There is a little extra bonus SSD mount there on the back too, if you like to hide away your operating system drive or something like that. And I do like that you mount it from the side, so you can unmount it if you want to. So cool.
Without taking the board out.
Without taking the board out. That's always important.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do we have any? How secure are the locking mechanisms?
For the top, for the feet? Well, so they are pretty secure. You'll notice they're sturdy, but we actually added an extra screw hole so that people want to make sure and kind of keep it in place during transportation. Otherwise, who knows if it's going to move.
If you slide it in there and it's on your desk, it's probably not going to
Right, but if you're going to take it like on the go, then we highly recommend that you add in the little screws there. So we do have the screw holes. So there's 2 on each side.
Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Give us a Newegg tour. I think Kyle was working on one of those earlier. Can you buy the 915 separate? You can buy it separate. Yes,
you can buy it separate in 2 different versions, the rear power supply version or the front power supply version. And those have different benefits based on how you want to build out your system.
All right. Question for Lee or Ron, although Lee's the only one we can hear right now. So how many fans total in this rig
3,
right now?
6, 12.
He's doing basic
14,
math.
15, 17.
So 17 fans we got running right now.
Which explains why it's loud.
Yeah, 17 fans running at full speed.
And they're JetFlows. Our JetFlow 120s are like high quality fans, and again, they do come in this red LED version, but we also have them in blue and white as well.
Nice. So if you're
or non-LED for those that don't like LEDs.
Okay. So all kinds available right there. Let's see, XL-ATX. A question for Kyle, who's not even here. That's very strange. and a really close up on my face. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that.
I really
it gets
that.
The whole like, what the hell?
You don't think I'm watching?
That's the point.
All right. So embarrassed.
That's funny.
Air filters. What kind of air filter options do we have going on? I mean, right now we got just hex mesh.
Yeah, I mean, you got dust. You got the dust. The mesh. The mesh design is pretty much all like acting as that for the filters. The filters come. I forget which ones the filters are with.
They're not on. I took them off.
Oh, you took them off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I was
so
he's like, I don't need them.
I don't need them.
He's like, there's no dust staying in here without so much airflow.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so there's plenty of space for airflow. This is a half series, so again, it's designed for high performance air cooling, plenty of airflow through the case. You could of course add your own mesh to just about any fan if you really wanted that. So that's an option. Oh, is that was the answer? Can we get more face close-ups? You guys are mean. Okay.
What did they say?
What?
What did they say?
Paul gives
was
good
asking
face.
if we could get more facial close-ups.
He gives amazing face,
Very
is what
exciting.
he does.
Good stuff.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm a company rep. I shouldn't be doing this. I should not be doing this.
Oh, see, they got you there. Nice.
I got crazy eyes.
I think I've answered all these questions at this point. Now we got Lee in there too.
Lee looks like a serial killer. He looks like he scares me.
That's the look he goes for, I think.
All right, let's give a little close up to Ron. Do a close up on Ron right here. There we go. Yeah.
There's Ron.
Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Poor Ron. Right. Poor Ron's like staring at scissors this whole time. There you go, Ron. Inspect these scissors.
So unfortunately, Ron couldn't be here in person because his boss didn't want to give him the day off.
Boo to Ron's boss.
So,
boo.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to announce that sort of thing on the internet. We might incite some like.
I don't think his boss is going to be watching Twitch.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Twitch TV is not the demographic for Ron's boss.
Don't do anything to Ron's boss. I'm sure he's a very nice guy.
No, yeah.
All right, I think we're up to date on the questions, unless I pick a random one from chat right now. The webcam's sexy. Something about boogers.
Oh yeah.
You want me to kill this now?
Yeah, turn it off.
Yeah, we could probably
turn it off.
That'll bring down
some of the... actually, I have a question for the audience. Oh, I'm yelling now because I have to adapt real quick. Sorry, let me take it down a notch. But I mean, we asked this question the last time, and we actually want to see some crazy ideas in terms of what you guys do with a half stacker system. I think giving us ideas, and that way when we're coming up with accessories and things like that to really hash out this product line, we want to take that into consideration. So we're always open to that. Whether you want to say them here on our Twitter feed, Facebook, whatever, we love to hear back from you guys in terms of how we want to do designs, because this is the first iteration of half stacker. There most likely will be more. And we're always looking to improve the product and getting feedback from, especially like Newegg. We talk to you guys, we read the reviews, we make sure that we're always on top of all that stuff to kind of take into account for product development.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe you should stand up.
I was feeling...
The stacker would just make you feel so minuscule, like when it was like having you both and you're down there and it's like here.
Except now the camera that was on me is probably pointed down.
But yeah, let's get some ideas on that and,
I got some ideas for CES.
Yeah.
I'll share it off camera.
Yeah.
CES?
CES, we're going to see a lot of cool designs for half stackers.
Should be epic this year.
Yeah, CES is not too far away. It's actually scary how soon it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think me and Ron will be doing half stackers for Cooler Masters.
Yes, and there'll be some really cool ideas. So we'll see you there for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll be at CES this year. So
I'll have to be more professional there because I'll have a suit on. It means I have to. Yeah, I have to.
A suit?
They all wear, remember, it's like going to a funeral. They're always wearing the black and white.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
that's what it feels like. When I walked into their suite and I was like,
we wear party pants and like a Nike jacket and like break dance for you while I'm showing you product.
But I have always had a good time when I visit the Cooler Masters at CES. So if any of you guys out there have a chance to go to CES, if you're able to, definitely check it out. Swing by. And then if you're not there,
it's actually a private suite.
Okay, it's a private suite. So,
but you can, who knows?
We'll at least be doing video coverage. Yeah, we'll come by, we'll do a video so you can.
You'll be giving them the tour of the suite.
Okay, and then if you happen to be in this industry, then maybe you can talk to some people and get your way. But I know it's a very exclusive party. So
it is.
It is.
Very exclusive.
It's always epic. But I think, unless we have any last questions.
Get one from Pacheesy.
From what?
P-Cheesy.
P-Cheesy. I don't see Peach. No Peach-Easy questions have been filtered to me.
Not yet. He's about to ask it.
He's about to ask it.
Oh, that means it's a plant.
Sorry, we're unable to connect to chat. Reconnecting in 13 seconds. Uh-oh.
He has more of a statement. He said it's beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, I think
cheesy.
I think my chat
You
has
are
dropped
beautiful,
out.
sir.
My chat is
Or
gone,
ma'am. I don't know who you are. Oh, okay.
but I still see the stream. So, yes. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. So again, thanks to all you guys for tuning in and watching our Twitch channel.
Yeah, once again.
We really, really like that you guys have stopped by. We hope to continue doing these live streams because it's a great way to get the questions live from you guys, get them answered straight from the reps who know all the gritty details. So Rajiv, thank you very much for stopping by again. Lee, one more time. And Ron, really great to have you here today. Thank you so much for everything you've done. And epic building here you've done along with Lee. So
yeah,
say bye to Lee and Rajiv as well.
Just a quick plug real quick.
Oh yes,
Half Stacker 1015. It'll be launching this year, 1015. Also, we do have a microsite. Oh my god.
It's got a little Kyle photobomb.
Oh my gosh, I just got shocked.
Video bomb.
Do follow us at Cooler Master USA on Twitter or Cooler Master Americas on Facebook. You can again ask us questions regarding the case. We'll definitely answer about not only just the stacker, but any other thing as well. And then, of course, I want to thank Lee for making this amazing, and Lee and Ron for making this amazing case. And thank you for all putting up with my nonsense for the last hour and a half.
No worries, it's been glorious. And of course, if you guys want to hit up Lee for one of these case side panels or
anything,
Lee's available for hire for custom work.
You got it. So is Ron.
So is Ron. So PC Junkie Mods for Lee, and Ron is BHSTech. And Ron, are you there? Can you tell us if you have a website or where people can go to get in touch with you?
Yeah, they can contact me on Facebook and BHSTech or my blog page, bluehorsestudios.blogspot.com.
Okay, so BHSTech on Facebook or bluehorsestudios.blogspot.com.
Yeah. And then you can hit me up at my website or on Facebook.
Oh, also Facebook, PC Junkie Mods?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Ron did an awesome Resident Evil case.
Oh, Ron, check out Ron's Resident Evil case. If you guys are looking for more awesome mods, just go there and take a look.
Mr. Creative. He also did the Iron Man mod. He did the Avengers mod also.
Nice.
So
cool. Check those out.
If I can get a chance, I just want to give a quick shout out to one of our other modding buddies that came in at the last one to help us.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Heath.
Heath Coop, he came in at the last minute to help us.
Yeah, so one of our buddies, Heath Coop, we met him at PDX LAN.
Okay.
He actually came and saved the day. That's probably the only reason you got any demos for PAX.
Nice.
Because he came in like in the wee hours and stayed till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man.
And we left. We didn't sleep all Thursday, by the way.
Yeah.
We left from
Vancouver.
Vancouver, drove all the way.
Why is it guilt trip on me?
Hey, you work for the company. So we drove all the way up to Seattle to deliver, and it was because of him we made it.
All right, well that's shout out to Heath right there.
Yeah.
All right, and Lee, thanks again for doing all that work. Thanks to you guys for watching. If you've only tuned in at the end of this live stream, or you want to see the rest, we will be posting it entirely. I don't think we had any, we didn't drop any F-bombs or anything like that.
I think we were pretty professional.
Very most professional live stream ever. Thanks again a ton, you guys, for watching. Check us out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Newegg. We'll see you all next time on Newegg TV.